Hello, and thank you for checking out Pirate Party. When you download this activity, you will receive two different versions, one for 4th grade and one for 5th grade. And one thing that's nice about this activity is that you can differentiate within your classroom, and you can assign the 4th grade version to one set and the 5th grade version to another set. And I'll show you what that looks like in just a moment. Both of these activities feature 7 word problems focused on place value, addition, and subtraction. And both feature at least one multi-step word problem as well. When you download this, you will receive this editable form. Let's take a look at what your students will see when they receive it on Google Classroom or through a link. Now, they don't have the questions here. It's just telling them which question to answer. So the students need to go on this adventure and actually find the questions that they need to answer. So they can start by clicking on the treasure chest. And notice that on all of the 4th grade pictures that we're looking at, since this is the 4th grade version, there's going to be a square in the top left-hand corner, and that's so that you as the teacher can know just by looking which activity your students are working on. So students need to click around the pictures, and they can click on this pirate to find question number 2. This word problem is asking students to find 26 times 100. So if they know the answer to question 2, they can go back to their Google form and they can go to question 2 and they can type in 2,600. Now, if students make a mistake or if they don't put in a comma, their answer will not be marked as correct. So they need to type it in perfectly in order for them to move on to the next section. Going back, they can also find questions 3 and 4 by clicking on this scroll. And they will get to practice rounding to the nearest 10 and to the nearest 100. Let's take a look at how the 5th grade version is different. So here's the start of the 5th grade version. Everything looks exactly the same except that there is a pentagon in the top left-hand corner. Now when the students working on the 5th grade version click on question 2, they're now being asked to find 26 and 5/10 times 100. And when students are rounding on questions 3 and 4, they're being asked to round to the nearest 10th and to the nearest 100th instead. Since you will be the owner of this Google form, you will be able to make edits to it. One thing that you want to make sure that you don't do is change this link here. It needs to stay constant so that it goes to the correct website. One other thing that you can change if you want to is response validation. Now, response validation is currently turned on so that students can't move on if they have the incorrect answer. But if you'd like, you can turn it off just by going to each question and checking response validation, and then students will be able to move on to the next section, even if they don't have the correct answer typed in. Thank you for checking out Pirate Party. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out on TPT, or you can also email me at christian@thinkoutside thesheet.com. Thanks a lot.